I'm busy. Where is the microphone for people that... It looks like it's a microphone stands there, is that right? Oh, it definitely is there. All right, well then, I'll ask you a question then.
Well, I just wanted to thank you for having a great show. I was recently in hospital for bone cancer, and every day just waking up and watching your show, it got me through that very much. And I just wanted to ask what your favorite scenes for this season.
From the season that we've just shot? Oh, I think at the start of In the Name of the Doctor, when Clara's visiting, like, all 11 of us, is pretty special.
That was a cool day. We recreated with a double the first ever The Hartnell scene, which was stupidly exciting, and Stephen came down to set and we were all kind of giddy for the day. I also love the TARDIS on a cloud.
Yeah.
I think it's so fairy tale. They're just that kind of is such a strong image for me. The TARDIS on a cloud with a spiral staircase. I loved all of that stuff.
Hello.
Hello. First of all, just thank you so much. We're gonna miss you, Matt. It was great seeing you as a doctor.
Thank you.
Secondly, the season before when you did it in America, are you guys thinking of doing another one in America maybe? And how was it being in America from being in Britain?
Well, I would just like to go on record to say I really want to shoot the Christmas special in America. Can we afford it? I think this is a maybe. Is this a maybe? Can I get a definite maybe?
I think it's fascinating you get to watch the negotiation process between the actor and the producer.
Sure. There isn't any negotiation.
Yeah, I know.
We might go back to America if you think of a great reason to go there. It's all about that. Marcus is probably one to ask about what it was like to shoot in America.
It was brilliant shooting in America. It was great going to locations like Central Park, like Monument Valley that you've only seen in movies. So it felt fantastic to do it, and everybody was so supportive. But the American crew they didn't really know the show, and they kept saying to us, "Oh, it'll be easy getting around New York. Don't worry." And thousands of people turned up to see us. It was fantastic. It was a great experience. Yeah.
I've had a great idea for a story.
Oh.
There should be an alien invasion at Comic-Con. Because... Who would know? They could just walk about and oh my god.
Perhaps it's already happened.
Exactly.
We have another question from the floor?
I just want to say Game of Thrones and Doctor Who are my two favorite shows of all time. And my favorite episode is the Satan Pit because that was really out of his element. Would you like to see, would you do that again, or did you not like doing stuff like that?
Sorry, what was it you meant about the Satan Pit?
That was his favourite episode.
Yeah. Did you do another story like that?
Because the Doctor was out of his element, he didn't know anything about the enemy.
Well, he had no enemy, he was fighting Satan, that was a big one. The devil himself, and he lost. Everything's up for grabs. I love that story too. I think it's a wonderful, wonderful two-parter. So, yeah, absolutely.
Steve, do you like doing the historicals rather than they used to call them that in the old days of Doctor Who?
Yeah.
The historicals. Do you like doing those, or do you?
Do you mean the ones in a historical
Yeah,
setting?
going back to a real time that's in Earth history.
I usually get other writers to do those because it involves research. So I get Mark to write. But when Russell was writing it, he got me to do I got me to do two things. I did the Second World War and I did Madame de Pompadour. That's the only thing I've ever done. How pleased Renette would be. And that's the only time I've ever had to do research in my entire life. And I was thinking, God, it's Doctor Who, he's made up. And I had to read a book about frogs. It was,
I see where you're going. Let's take another question from the board, shall we?
Okay.
Hi.
Breathe, man, it's all right.
All right. America wants the Doctor Who experience. Will you bring the Doctor Who experience to America?
very happy to ask our colleagues at BBC Worldwide if they will bring the Doctor experience to America, or failing that, just fly to Cardiff. And we're right there.
It's a lovely town.
It's a lovely
Very
town.
nice town. Yeah, you perhaps should.
It rains a lot though.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I think the more people that watch Doctor Who in America, the more likely it is. That's what will happen. The more successful the show becomes, the more likely it would happen over time. About money. Can I ask the one question you had, the lady in the understated frock?
I love that Doctor Who is about intelligence and romance as opposed to brute force and cynicism.
Right, baby.
And my question is for Stephen, when you're talking about Doctor Who to someone else or you're casting for Doctor Who, the doctors are all different, but what are the adjectives that you use that are all of them?
I think, well, there is only one Doctor. He has lots of different faces, but he's always the same. I mean, he's the most, he lives in the moment all the time. He never really looks back, because if he did, he'd be staring all day. He's a creature of the moment right now. As a time traveller, I suppose everything is happening to him at once anyway. The other thing is that I sort of think he's every age at once as well. He's a child, he's a stroppy teenager, he's a middle-aged bore, he's a grumpy old man, all at once, all those things at the same time. And it is the act which I think Matt to date has done the best, is to combine the old man and the child, so that you see them both all the time, in every second that he's on there. He doesn't know he's the hero. He'd be really surprised to know there was a show about him. He just thinks he's larking about and trying to get to a fairground. He'd be quite surprised if he discovered that he was actually the hero of an early evening Saturday adventure show. I suppose we'd all be surprised by that. That's what he is. He's a big kid and an old man at the same time.
You are, presumably going through the process of getting through Matt's replacement right now, or casting.
Yeah.
And, or maybe you've done that, and maybe
No, we haven't done it yet.
No. Okay, because I just, if you had any news for anybody. But no one would tell, would we tell anyone? No, hey, relax. No, another question from the floor? Hello.
Hi.
Captain Jack, I want to know why he wasn't in the 50th anniversary special, and we'll be seeing him in future episodes as a special guest appearance.
Well, you can't put everybody in the 50th. Do you know how many? He's been going for a very long while. And how do you know what is or is not in the 50th?
Exactly.
You've seen Age Reckham. And I have lied my arse off for months. You know nothing, so don't make assumptions. The other thing is, it's always story-driven. It is always story-driven. If you have a great idea for Captain Jack, he'll come back. If we don't, then we won't. As simple as that. Boring answer, but the truth.
Young lady.
Hello, Doctor.
Hello.
Which one?
Names are funny. What is it you call me?
Idris, hi. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful, Doctor.
Good to see you.
Wonderful. I wanted to tell you thank you for everything. You guys are part of this huge show that's changed people's lives. And it's amazing and incredible. And it's lasted so long. So I wanted to ask everyone, what did Doctor Who change about your life, the way it's impacted ours?
Wow, God, it changed everything. It changed my life and my family's life. And, I'm proud and grateful to be part of it. I've got some of my closest friends, from having worked on the show. And also, just because I am on the way out, I just wanted to say thank you for all your support and encouragement and stuff.
What about you, Jenny? You just started. Have you noticed any big changes?
It's changing every day at quite a fast rate. This is new. It's just, I kind of just get filled with the magic of it all, and especially this year in particular, it's felt like such a celebration, and just to kind of be part part of that circle. And also, this is my kind of first experience of Comic-Con, and it's been so great to see people on the streets, doctors and Claras, and the effort people go to, and it's really rewarding to kind of see.
We've been playing a game as well where we're driving around just to, boost our egos. If we see a doctor and a Clara, we wind down the window and we go, "Oh, hey, doctor, how's it going?" And we met this guy like yesterday, didn't we? And I said, we wound down the window and we were like, "Hey, doctor, great costume, how's it going?" And he looked at us and was like, "Yeah, what?" And then we wound the window and there was a Clara behind him and Clara sort of tapped him on the shoulder and driving away. And he was like, "Oh no!" Out there, buddy. Yeah, it's fun. And you're really good at cosplay, the Who fans. It's good. We have a really strong footprint here.
Yeah. Is there an enormous difference between the UK fans and the American fans and how they react to the show?
Yeah.
You're louder, which is great.
Another question from the floor, if you please.
Hi, I'm Marina, and I just really wanted to ask, what was your favorite memory with the cast from Series 7?
Who are you asking
Filming.
that to?
The whole panel.
Anyone get favorite memories?
Ooh, yeah, many memories. 7, right, let's think. We started out with bells. Where did we travel?
I've got one. You can think of yours. I was going on at the very beginning. We did Asylum of the Daleks, and I went into a room where we all had all the Daleks. Just sitting there, and it was just so exciting. It was a room full of every different kind of Dalek.
Yeah, we couldn't get you out of that room.
Yeah, that was brilliant.
Jenna?
We had a really funny day on set, which was in the Snowman episode, we are up on the roof, kind of having a confrontation before the ladder goes down, and that was a fun day, because I think it was kind of all the elements of Doctor Who, the director shouting crump. Do you remember that?
Yeah, it's sort of a thing, crump. Yeah, and you know what?
Because we often have to react to things that aren't there, so instead of actually seeing a snowman,
someone will go,
crump! And we go,
and there's so many,
too many.
the great thing about the show is every 2 weeks you have fabulous actors coming in and out. The landscape of the set and the world completely changes, the stories change. You have writers like Mark, Stephen, it's high quality, so there's so many memories really.
I can tell you mine. Mine is lucky enough to get Dame Diana Rigg in my second episode. And the moment where she pulls back her Victorian dress, revealing that a prehistoric red leech is clutching her breast, is something I never thought I'd see on British television. That was a great moment.
God bless you, sir. God bless you. Next question from the floor, please.
Just wanted to mention before I ask that I will cry when Matt Smith leaves.
Oh, you will.
Me too. Oh yes, Moffat will make sure of that. Mr. Moffat, I was wondering if you drew any inspiration from the Cartmel plan.
The Cartmel Master Plan, as I believe we call it. I never knew what it was. I liked it, and I liked that era of the show, and I liked the idea of the Doctor having a mysterious past, but I never got to find out what the answer to all that was. I suppose we shouldn't. So not especially. Beyond the idea that I think I agree with Andrew that the Doctor should be mysterious. He's a man, he hasn't told you everything. In fact, he's told you barely nothing. He's managed 50 years without introducing himself properly. So I think he's quite, I like that idea that he's powerful and mysterious and a bit remote. And you don't really know. But beyond that, not especially. Nice bears.
Hello.
Hello, other young ladies.
Hi.
Much like the other young ladies.
My name's Sophia. First, I wanted to say hi, Jenna and Matt.
hi.
Hi, Sophia.
Second, I want to thank you on behalf of everyone for everything you've done with the show to affect us.
Well, thank you, that's very kind.
My question is for the entire panel. I wanted to know if you could play any character thus far through the Doctor Who series, who would it be and why?
Wow. Probably the Master, just because I think. Interesting, alternative and it's quite meaty.
I play Strax.
You're not tall enough. I'm not going to lie, I want to be the Doctor. I can never be the Doctor because I'm rubbish at acting, but of course I want to be the Doctor. That's what I've dreamed of all my life.
Let's go down, Dave.
I had such a good time on dinosaurs on the spaceship with Matt. And I remember coming into the studio and seeing the actual TARDIS there for the first time. It gave me a shiver, and that was so exciting. And when it finished, I thought, well, that's it. That's my Doctor Who experience. How wrong I was. And, well, it's the same for me, the Doctor. I mean, I watched the trailer last night for the first time on my iPad. I hadn't seen anything of it before. And my first thought was, hopefully, one day, I'll be able to tell my grandchildren that I was the Doctor. And, for me, that's enough. That's it. Yeah.
I've been lucky enough to be Doctor Who twice, so I'd like to be Joe Grant.
I think I'd like to work for Miss Kislet in the cloud because it would make my life much easier if I could control every view from the internet.
Another question from the floor.
Hi there. My name's Matthew. Hi, Matt.
We met the other night, didn't you?
Yes.
Thank you for your letter.
Oh, thank you. It's a pleasure meeting you. And hello to you, Craig. You're an inspiration to me as well. I'm waiting for you to go into the TARDIS yourself. Throwing that out there, Steve. My question to you guys is actually for all of you. I was wondering if each of you could take the TARDIS back in time to a moment in your lives, what would it be and why?
Wow, son. Well, you know.
It's a deeply personal question, Matt. So let's have it.
Okay, where would I go? I mean, you know, some I can say in a room full of 7,000 people, and some I just can't. So, no, where would I go? I would go. Someone else has probably got an answer, and I'm going to think. On this.
Is there anyone who has a time in their life they think they can take their TARDIS to and redo it? Yeah, everybody's got that. I'm not going to tell you. Are they? Somebody might. No, I don't think anyone's going to compliment that. I have a question. Why do you think? I've noticed that looking at the out here today, the audience in America seems to be a great deal younger than perhaps the audience I'm aware of in the UK. There seems to be a huge movement of young people that enjoy the show here. Is that something that you cultivated, Stephen, or is it something that happened by accident?
Well, I mean, we've still got a huge audience of children.
Right.
I think we seem to get more of the 20-somethings here than we do in the UK. You're during a decade of your life. That's,
if there's one to cheer,
that's true. I think we in the UK we tend to lose them in their 20s and they come back later.
I think
the kids.
Yeah.
But so it's pretty tricky. It might be just the scheduling. This Doctor Who's on sort of 7 o'clock-ish, half 6 in the UK, and I believe here it's sort of 9 o'clock, and so it could just be that.
Can I ask you a quick question? How many of you people watch the show as it goes out or illegally watch it at other times? The show has. How many of you watch it as it actually happens?
We're not taking names.
And as a show of hands, and listen, it doesn't really matter to us, how many watch it illegally, just so you know? I'd say more.
Yeah, I'd say that was a wake-up call to everyone who works in television, right? But is it something that you think about when you write? Do you think about the audience? Or do you think just story all the time?
You know, the only way to write anything is to write it for yourself. Because that's the only. When you think of a joke, you just think of a thing that makes you laugh. Right. It's witless and pointless to try and work out what other people like, especially complete strangers, especially several million complete strangers. I absolutely write Doctor Who, as Mark does, as we all do, just for what I would like to see in Doctor Who. Right. And I know I've got it right if I think, I wish I could now have my brain wiped so I could just watch it.
Yeah. Let's take another question from the floor. The gentleman in the sparkling jacket.
Yes. My name's Tony. To represent the amazing Doctor Who cosplayers and to commemorate Matt your amazing 11th Doctor. I crafted this 11th Doctor jacket out of exactly 11 Comic-Con swag bags. For the sole purpose of your autograph right here. Is that possible?
I'm sure we can get that organised. Absolutely. Yeah, yeah. Have you got a Sharpie?
I do.
All right, yeah. Run up now, I'll do it.
All right, then come on. Matt moved outside his own rough on the gentleman's sleeve. In the meantime, please enjoy some music. Doctor Who, Doctor Who, he'll come and write his name on you.
We've not got exactly one question there, but I was going to ask. Will Matt Smith sign me as well?
Yeah. Do we have a question from the floor? Yes, hello, young lady.
Hi. First, Stephen, I'm confused. You said we were your best friends.
You are my best friend.
And then you said we were strangers.
Oh. Well, why can't strangers be your best friends?
Yes.
It keeps the mystery going and the excitement.
Okay, well, my question was for all of you. You guys have had some incredible characters on the show. One of my favorites is River Song, played by Alex Kinsey. And I wanted to know, what are some of your favorite scenes, River Song moments?
Oh, wow, so many. So many River Song moments. I love the scene where it's in prison, and I'm walking back, I don't know what episode it's in, and I'm walking with TARDIS, and she kisses me, and she's brilliant in it. She's so just flowery and campy and wonderful.
Yeah, that's, I quite like the farewell, the goodbye, Matt saying goodbye to her, and because completely unremarked in that. No one brought it up, and I wondered if they would. It's the first time we ever actually see the Doctor kiss somebody else, not get kissed, but actually grab somebody and go for it. It's the first time ever. He does it clearly with lustful intent, and no one remarked on it at all. That's probably my favourite. But I actually, do you know, there's a scene when they're flirting in Day of the Moon, and he's saying shut up and she's saying make me. I loved all that, and it was just because the Doctor's so bad at flirting and he's so thrilled by it. Oh, the lady's flirting with me.
How are we doing for time? Time for some more questions? Yeah, we have. Got one more from the floor. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm Marissa. Wow, this echo's really weird. I know everyone's really sad about Matt leaving his role as the Doctor, but I just wanted to say that I'm really proud of you for making that decision. I know it was a really hard decision. Just want to say that I'm proud.
Thank you.
Yeah. And my question is for Matt and Jenna. If you could create your own alien monster to battle, what would it be like?
Wow, that's an amazing question. What would it be like? It would be, mine would be really big. I'd create something.
I'm picturing lots of arms right now.
Oh right, really multiple arms, like a Buddha alien. No, I'd create something huge and big with claw. I quite like the sort of, the monsters that chase you. Or actually, no, I'm lying. I like the psychological ones. I don't know. I mean, Stephen and Mark and the clever people do all that. We just turn up and get the lines in the right order.
The Whispermen were my favourite from last year.
They were amazing. The Whispermen were great. Yeah. What would your monster be? Have you thought about it? Have you pondered this? No.
Not so easy when it's turned on you, is it? Hey, is it true that there's a Weeping Angels action figure? Is that an actual thing? Because I saw that. Yeah. But if you can see it moving, then you're screwed. That doesn't make any sense to me at all.
As a monster, I've written 3 Weeping Angel stories, and they're hell to write because you're writing chase scenes with a thing that doesn't move.
But then how can I have an action figure there?
Or an inaction figure.
An inaction figure. So what you're saying is that anyone who's near a statue has their own Weeping Angel action figure then?
I've got one in my garden. I've got a Weeping Angel in my garden.
Does, like a proper big one. Like,
really?
Down at the bottom of the garden. It looks brilliant. It's just like that.
He's not, man. It wasn't the last time I looked at him.
We thought...
I think he gets excited when you come round. That's
Yeah, and we thought it might be funny to sort of place it in his neighbour's garden. And then I'd get dressed up in character and go knock on the door. But he didn't do it.
We did a thing called Crash at the Elysium, remember that? Which was a sort of immersive theatre experience where people are taken through a crash ship and they're attacked by weeping angels.
Really amazing.
Really, really genuinely frightening. And Matt was going to make a personal appearance at it. But before he did that, he decided he wanted to ground it and see what it was like. So he put his hoodie on and he snuck along at the back. And he saw one particularly frightened little child. And so he went over to say, "It's not real." And she looked up to see the doctor. May not have had the design.
Is there any time you've written an episode you think, I've gone too far?
Yes, and then we put it on television.
Yeah. But the Weeping Angels episodes, to me, are genuinely... I mean, I'm not easily scared, but that genuinely frightens me.
Doctor Who's supposed to be scary. I mean, it's supposed to be sort of healthily scary, but the kids in particular rate Doctor Who on how frightening it is. If you ask them if they liked an episode, they'll say it was scary or not scary, and that's the entire judgment for them. It's meant to be frightening. When I was a kid, I was proper terrified of Doctor Who.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Absolutely, genuinely frightened. And I'm still a wuss. I can't watch frightening films. Doctor Who is my absolute limit. I can't get past anything scarier than that. Mark watches endless horror. I can't even go around his house. I'm too frightened. I found his documentaries quite scary. It's the TARDIS.
It's back. Look at that. I didn't know it had legs. Do you have a question, TARDIS? Or are you just passing through time and space? Whirling.
Advice on assistance obtainable immediately.
But look at that. Isn't that a lovely... You know, you're smaller than you look on TV. Hey, is there a point in the scariness, or is there a point of gore that you won't go past? If you say, is it limited by what the people...
Well, we wouldn't do gore in Doctor Who. I mean, I think it's fairly hardwired into all our heads, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is that, you
just never do blood.
Yeah, but is that an absolute rule? Is that a production rule, no blood?
It's not so much a rule, it's just sort of how styling wouldn't feel like Doctor Who if it was all horrible and gory. We just kill people discreetly and nicely. But Marcus is on the floor sorting these things out.
Yeah, we all kind of know the show we're making, so we want to scare kids, definitely.
Right.
We want to scare ourselves, but we don't want to disturb anybody. Yeah.
Although we blew Solomon up in a spaceship.
Yeah. He was slightly mean to Solomon, wasn't he?
What about when Hilary Jones blew up that spaceship and then it fell like snow on London? That was presumably alien bits falling, wasn't it?
Well, yes, but it looked like snow.
So as long as it looks pretty, you can do anything you want to them.
More or less.
Yeah, right. That seems fair. I think we're pretty much what you say to me. Oh, stop. Right, okay. You can just say stop. You don't have to hold up a sign that says stop. All right, I can see it. Stop. Please thank our panel for showing up.